This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
Checked in for Wesley Matthews, and Devin Harris subbed in for Williams. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Ginobili. Bonner is out there with West. Then it's Mills, and it's McCallum in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Screened by Villanueva, and it's Harris off the drive. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
He doesn't get the second one.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrapping, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
To the inside, it's tipped. Here's Ginobili. Shot is off.
Well, I'm not really focused on the future right now. I'm just taking things one step at a time, believing it'll all work out in the end. But right now, I'm just focused on being the best teammate I could be.
Clark, exploring his options.
And I'd agree with you, Kevin, and nor should he. I mean, free agency is a big decision, but it's also a huge opportunity for any player. One of the greatest opportunities a player can have in his career. So I think it makes sense, and it's prudent to take your time, evaluate your options, and see where you think you might want to land.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio, Matt Bonner is out there with West. Then it's Mills. Then there's Ginobili. And it's McCallum in at the point guard position. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz got down to business. He ended with 10 points and he was on target the whole contest. Very few misses from him all night. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Well, it's been mentioned before that the people Freak associates with have come into question. Recently, that topic has been a hot one for him again.
And, sometimes it takes ownership talking to you or just your family or sometimes a combination of both. But for the sake of Freak, I hope he does what he has to do to surround himself with the best people possible. That's a must, really important if he's going to move in the right direction.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's West. Can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those.
Parker against Williams. On the wing, Green wants to get it to Duncan and does. The lead now cut to single digits. Duncan's got 6 in the quarter. And guys, as a second-round pick, Danny Green was once an afterthought out of North Carolina. Now he's one of the most dangerous three-point shooters in the league.
You're right, Kevin. Throughout last season, and 42% from beyond the arc for his career, and great consistency too. He's been over 41 every season for the past 4.
16 feet away. Matthews with the rebound.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Parker with the steal. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
You got it.
Feeds to Parsons. Pass to Nowitzki. Down low, Leonard with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Leonard got the ball, and Aldridge slams it in.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal, and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Nowitzki a screen. Outside Matthews. Leonard with the steal. The pass to Green. Parsons with the rebound. Parsons got his third rebound tonight. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know, one thing about Darren Williams, he used to get to the charity.
Spurs trail by 13. On the court right now for the Spurs. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Aldridge out there with Duncan, and it's Mills in at the point guard. Good. And Clark, for Darren Williams, he clearly has the handle and the strength to get to the basket, but no longer the explosion that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, you know, he's had some ankle injuries, and that certainly is a part of that. And he's also in his 30s now, so largely a perimeter jump shooter, but still can impact the game with his deep shooting and playmaking.
Here's Aldridge. Shot is off. Some solid D from Nowitzki. They set the screen. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. To the paint, and stolen by Aldridge.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Dallas.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Well, you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
That's breathing a huge sigh of relief, guys. They're on their way to a win here, avoiding losing all 4 games of the season series.
Would have been a tough pill to swallow if they hadn't pulled it out.
And if you had to pick one player, guys, who would take over, few would have picked his name. But tonight was the night for Darren Williams. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again. I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Sounds good.
And that's the dagger right there, really the nail in the coffin.
I'd agree. I mean, they've done a great job of sealing this one, closing it out. And they never backed off, even with the big lead. I love to see teams do that.
A different look for Dallas. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Nowitzki. Anderson comes in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Felton in for Darren Williams. Bonner, he's checked in for San Antonio. Ray McCallum comes in for Manu Ginobili. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Leonard with the steal.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
David West.
Nine seconds left to play in the final quarter. McCallum. West passes to Mills. And here's Leonard from 3. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you.